Wednesday's Independent next. Some stark warnings from economists. Andrew?
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, this is the UK facing the worst drop in living standards since the 1970s. This is what economists are now saying. We've come straight out of the pandemic, and then we're into this cost of living crisis, and then the war in Ukraine. Apparently, this is having a major impact
I would have been astonished if it didn't.
Yeah, of course.
In fact, I'm amazed that we're all still, reasonably well-dressed and
well, they're saying it's going to drop. Average income's going to drop by £1,000 on average, and incomes are set to fall by 4%. In the financial year ahead. Inflation could overtake 8.4% this spring, which would be the highest level since 1982. It's not good news. Obviously, the conflict in Ukraine is going to drive up the energy prices.
Yeah.
We're going in that direction anyway, and this is kind of certainly exacerbating the problem.
And we're all going to be facing extra costs. But I don't think it's going to be too bad in the UK. I think America is really going to feel some pain, because America has got to make some decisions about whether it wants to maintain its role as kind of world policeman, overwhelming military power, and that's not cheap in these situations.
No.
I was listening to someone being interviewed on radio talking about why, in terms of inflation, it won't be as bad as the 70s. And this economist said, the good news is, back in the 70s, there was a system that let inflation and wage increase go hand in hand, but we won't have the second part. Oh, great.
Yes. And that system was the unions, I suppose, was it? Is that what he was talking about?
I suppose so, but he was more just looking on the fact that right now there won't be a link between everything costs more, but don't worry, you won't be able to afford it.
You won't be able to afford it, so it will top out at a certain point.
That's starvation.
Yeah, well, be very interesting to see what kind of policies are brought in to mitigate it. I don't know whether they will be thinking in terms of wage caps, and I think we'll probably see some industrial unrest. That will increase the 70s vibe.